there are golf fans, and then there are Canadian golf fans. They absolutely love their National Open.
Brian, you don't know how long we've been looking for you.
Yeah, it's funny how you found me.
It's no secret that Nick Taylor's win at the 2023 RBC Canadian Open resonated with the fans who witnessed the moment.
Oh my goodness! Glorious and free!
But also golf fans all across Canada.
The entire country was watching, from one of Canada's great sports icons in Wayne Gretzky to a farmer here in rural Saskatchewan.
But then how did we end up here on this dirt road for a story about golf?
It started with one question to Nick Taylor, and it ended after a months-long search.
History! History!
We are in Clavette, Saskatchewan, a small town about 20 minutes southeast of Saskatoon. The town's about 300, a really small community, farming community. We grow a bit of barley and oats, wheat, canola. It's hard to put your finger on exactly why we're so tied to the farm. It's where you grew up, you're just connected to it, and it's what sustains, I guess, all human life. I keep my iPad up there and I'm streaming. I did have Golf Channel on there, yes. You gotta occupy your time a little bit. You can't sit in silence for 18 hours a day. The soil kind of creates everything. It does with farming, it does with golf, and we're just playing on top of it.
Are you a golf nut?
Yeah, a little obsessed.
Yes, I would definitely call him a golf nut. We watch a lot of golf. He plays every chance he can. And then now that we got a golf simulator in our basement, he's down there golfing almost every day he can.
Me and Dad still golf together. My mom golfs, just friends gathering together. That's what golf does. It brings everyone together. We were in the middle of our spraying season, so we're trying to control our weeds and make sure the crops are competing. That morning, obviously, RBC Canadian Open. I know Nick Taylor was within striking distance. It had golf up in there. I wanted to watch it, wanted to watch potential history.
Here it comes. He's done it!
Nick pushed it to a playoff hole with Tommy Fleetwood, obviously, so I was getting a little more into it.
One putt to win. Okay, 72 feet.
Kind of knew where I was in the field. And I knew I was on the run where I kind of had to look out for big watering bowls in the middle of the field. As soon as it sunk.
Oh my goodness! Glorious and free!
And I just sat there and watched. Just in shock. And all of a sudden I look down and I'm within within very close range of this watering bowl. So I had to yank back on the stick and stop it so I didn't cause any damage. So I went back in the fall to go harvest it, and everything's going along as normal. Start driving by, and I see the watering bowl, and I look, and there's a bunch of weeds in there. And I just kind of like, what did I do there? This whole area was just green with weeds about this tall. Oh yeah, Nick Taylor putt.
People don't usually celebrate golfers winning titles like their team winning the Super Bowl or the Stanley Cup. Were people celebrating it like their team had won a Stanley Cup?
It seems like it, yeah. There's a guy I was doing a thing in Saskatoon, and he's a farmer there, and said he was watching on his iPad cutting his crop. When the putt went in, he jerked the wheel, and he still sees the spot when he goes and reminds himself of that every time. Just like certain stories. It's just very cool.
There he is.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. How you doing, Brian?
Good.
I've heard it was quite the investigation to track you down.
Apparently.
We met Nick Taylor at a charity event in Saskatoon last summer. I figured I'd go talk to him and tell him where I was and that I almost hit a watering bowl with a piece of equipment. It's probably the only person I'd ever told the story to, because I was just telling him where I was when I watched it.
Any identifying details? Do you remember what he looks like or anything?
Not really. It was a busy night, so I don't remember.
The Reddit post came up, and I just found out that he had repeated it. I thought, oh, that was pretty cool.
This has been like months. We worked with Golf Canada. They did a call out on their social media for people's best stories from Nick's win. What was the reaction when your buddy texted you recently or said that there was a Reddit post about you?
I don't really go on Reddit. I don't follow any of that. So I was just like, that is funny. That is 100% me. I knew instantly.
We were talking. We were like, all right, we're going to make one last push, see if we can find this guy. Opened my laptop for the first time yesterday, and I have a message from you, and I screamed.
It's been a search.
It's just the uniqueness of the story. You know, he was obviously doing his job, taking the time out to watch me play golf tournament, and then his excitement went over the top to make him remember it.
The weeds are now dead. It looks okay now. Within a year or two, it'll go away, but the memory definitely won't.
It shows the passion in Canada, the passion for golf. It had been a long time since Canada had won the Canadian Open.
To win the Canadian Open, that was just definitely up there with the most memorable golf moments for Canadians ever. Across Canada, it meant a lot to everyone in the sporting world.
Left the flagstick in with the maple leaf flag. Good pace. Are you serious? Oh my goodness! Glorious and free! We're storming the 18th green now, but Canada has a conquering hero. That is not to be believed. 72 feet ends 69 years of a drought. What a scene. And how about this? It's the longest putt hold by Taylor in his PGA Tour career. Canada will celebrate long into the night for this one. For the first time since 1954, a Canadian has won its National Open.